Welcome to the 11th episode of Season 2 of our Alexa European Marketing Flash Briefing. In this edition, we'll be chatting with Raquel Fructos, founder of The Smart Bubble and a leading expert on neuromarketing.
I'm really excited about sharing this interview, Anna, and I think it's going to be quite surprising for many of our listeners.
Why is that, Paul? For me, the subject seems a little bit obscure, and for many people as well.
Yeah, I hear you, Anna. The term neuromarketing sounds super scientific and somewhat exclusive, a bit scary for most of us creative types. What makes it a very practical topic, however, is that there are new tools that can really help us to improve our marketing investments. But I'll let Raquel tell us more about that.
Well, I think it's also a very timely interview, because a lot of people are worried about digital manipulation and the increasing lack of personal privacy.
That is very true. Please feel free to ask her more about that. For my part, I feel that neuromarketing offers us so many advantages that I've invited Rachel, as she is known in the field, to join our team as a senior consultant.
That's great, Paul. So let's get to know her. The following content is brought to you by Derby Hotels Collection, European luxury hotels. Enjoy a special 10% discount in London, Barcelona, and Madrid with the code BVAlexa@derbyhotels.com.
Welcome to the studio, Rachel. You know, we cannot wait to learn from you. So let's begin with the obvious. What is neuromarketing?
Hi, Paul and Anna. Thank you so much for inviting me today. So let's begin by explaining that the word neuro comes from neuroscience, an embryonic discipline born only 50 years ago that studies the non-conscious reactions of the brain with high-tech equipment. The application of these techniques in marketing research is what we commonly call neuromarketing. Okay, that said, any neuromarketing study reveals truly useful insights. How do we do it? With hardware that can measure brain activity, such as eye tracking for eye movement, EEG, electroencephalography, to monitor and record the electrical activity of the brain, facial coding, implicit priming test, where we measure responses to stimuli. By the way, did you know that a full 95% of our purchase decisions are unconscious?
I had no idea.
Wow, that is amazing.
Isn't it? So if I can touch this information, why not consider it when we wish to help people make decisions about our products and services? Ethically, of course, always.
I am so glad that you mentioned ethics as part of this because they're so important. You know, our listeners come from around the globe and are experts in marketing, sales, technology, with many who are actually C-suite entrepreneurs who have created very successful companies. Could you explain the main benefits of neuromarketing for them? For example, you and I have been talking about improving ROI, the persuasion index, advantages for retail, and so on.
I will make it very tangible for you. That's one of the primal stimuli of the brain. What if you wanted to change your brand's packaging, yet guarantee that it will be successful as it competes on the shelves of your distribution channels? What if you could spend thousands of euros in a TV spot with the assurance that your branding objectives would be achieved? Or what if you could promise your boss that the UX changes you suggested for your landing page would make it convert better than ever? And finally, what if you knew in advance that using olfactory marketing, aromas, in your retail shop would increase your sales?
Great, Rachel. Those are very clear examples. Thanks. And just a reminder to listeners, we're putting up more resources about all of this at our blog at blog.bevirtual.com.
I really love what you are saying, Rachel. It's completely in line with the intelligent marketing we practice and our smart data focus. Still, I've recently seen documentaries on Netflix like The Great Hack and The Social Dilemma. Both raise very valid points about the dangers of data manipulation. So, many people are actually afraid of ideas such as neuromarketing. How can we answer consumers or clients with these doubts?
Well, yes. Those documentaries are brilliant. Excellent question, Anna. I will give you a simple answer for it. When I do a neuro study, each person agrees and signs a permission to allow me to collect data from her brain activity for the express purpose of checking and validating that the main goal of the study is achieved or not. Okay, so for example, I would say evaluating whether a new TV spot will awaken positive emotions or not. By the way, as you are talking with your mobile nearby, then moving to Facebook, Instagram, searching on Google, do you really know what kind of data they are collecting from you and how they use it afterwards? I believe trust and transparency are vitally important.
I think everyone listening right now can tell that you are absolutely passionate about neuro. To wrap up, what would you highlight as the latest innovations on the one hand? And are there any convincing results cases you might mention?
Once I discovered neuromarketing and its exponential advantages in terms of ROI, I promised myself that I would help make it more democratic. Most especially within medium and small companies. That's because nowadays it's an expensive technology, only affordable for huge brands. However, I'm able to make studies accessible for all types of companies, even performing neuro audits with results that will increase their sales.
You know, I can't remember the exact brand right now, yet I recall an amazing results case you told me about last week. And as you know, for us business people, it's all about results. Do you remember that example?
Results. Here's a great example from the search engine Bing. When Microsoft was designing what would eventually become Bing, it tested a vast number of colors and it turned out that the one that users engaged with the most was indeed blue. Moreover, it was a specific shade of blue quite similar to the one used by Google. Paul Ray, the user experience manager for Bing, said that choosing that specific blue over some other hues amounted to an additional $80 million in annual revenue when one factors in the additional clicks on advertisements and increased user engagement. So imagine the impact of a simple color on a call to action.
No way. That's amazing.
Really, Anna? Oh my God, $80 million. Rachel, that is a very convincing case for neuromarketing. As we end, could you leave us with just one more insight?
So, one lesson to be learned is to not underestimate absolutely any detail of your communication. Your websites, your corporate colors, your claims. I would say that to reach your goals, you must arrive at the primal brain of your audience in the most effective way.
Thank you so much, Rachel. I kid you not. I feel like we've just had a mini master on neuromarketing. And I agree that effectivity is crucial. It's the key to intelligent marketing. As you know, we're already offering many of the services you mentioned right here in Barcelona. Campaign pre-testing, supermarket shelf and packaging analyses, neuro audits, and more. So gracias for sharing these innovations with our worldwide audience. As always, thanks to each one of you from all around the world for joining us here on our Alexa European Marketing Flash Briefing. Until next time. And just a quick note for our listeners, we'll be back again very soon with more innovation in European marketing on our Alexa Flash Briefing. I also hope that you'll be sure to join us at the blog at blog.bevirtual.com. Look for the Alexa section, and that's where you'll find many of the resources, not only for this particular episode, but for all of the previous episodes. So goodbye and talk again soon.
This flash briefing is brought to you several times a month by Barcelona Virtual, a European internet pioneer. To visit us, type the letter B together with virtual.com. That's bvirtual.com.